said that you had innumerable...
You'd better watch out. You'd better not cry. You better not pout, 'cause I'm telling you why. Santa Claus is gonna be coming to your town. He's making a list, and he's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's naughty or nice. Santa Claus is coming to your town sooner than we think.
I hope so.
And wait, can I just say one more thing?
Go right ahead.
I believe that by 1984, things will be similar to George Orwell's book.
I would like to thank the Academy and all the people who worked on this wonderful film, for which I was nominated and for which I won. And I'd like to thank the director, good old Mr. Ricky Schmidt, a living legend in his own time, for doing unbelievably inscrutable and valuable work on this film and helping us all out, along with all the other little people, of course. And you all know who you are. It hasn't been easy for me. It's been a long way from Death Valley. A longer way than anyone knows. You see, Death Valley was where it all began. This is my father. He likes to be called Ed. He came here in 1932 in that trailer, and he hasn't been anywhere else since then.
Z, bring me a scotch and soda. Couple cubes in the glass. Hey, Z, bring me a scotch and soda. Z, can you hear me? What the hell's got into you now? Come out here. I want to talk to you. Z.
Two days out of the year, it is my job to see that Ed stays sober. You see, the city of Trona pays him with a free hotel room and a color TV to play Santa Claus at Christmas time. He prides himself on the fact that he raised me all by himself. But I know that I was raised by TV.
Hello, sir.
This is a portion of the President's statement.
Government's first duty is to protect the people.
And it's hard for me to leave up where I live because it's so white up there, and I love it where it's so white.
I was party move away from nuclear war.
Well, I'd just say that that simply is not a valid point. We have nuclearized our conventional forces. All of our conventional forces, our Army divisions, our air wings, our Navy ships are all nuclear.
Too late! We've got a deadly dog! If you don't do it now,
Excuse me, sir. Would you talk to me a little bit? Sir?
What?
What do you think of Santa Claus? Do you believe in Santa Claus?
No, I think Santa Claus was for kids anyway.
Just for kids?
Yes.
You mean you never got anything from Santa Claus?
Not really.
Has it affected your life in any way? I mean, the fact that you don't have anybody giving you anything?
I get things from my mother, of course. That's only about the person only give me things.
Santa Claus could be like our big brother of love.
Could be, but...
Could be, and instead of us getting involved in all these third world countries that we've been involved in for the last 50 years and have ruined them and half the world, we should be thinking about the people right here that need help.
And we're going to take the entire state budget that's now going into defense. We're going to give it to the people, and we're going to hire them to be park rangers. And I'm going to be head park ranger, not the President of the United States. That's the way we're going to cut down on federal bureaucracy.
We'll go.
Just experience whatever comes for you.
And I'm waiting to open the rest of my presents. There's a lot of them. And I counted them, and there's 25. So I wait, and they let me finally open the presents. But I want more. I ask them, where are the rest? I want more. At least I got my guns.
Ed!
Yeah.
Ed, wake up. Everything went out and the TV went off.
What?
Ed, the
Where?
generator. Would you please get up and fix it?
No. No. I'll go ahead and do it. Oh, for Christ's sakes. False alarm again. It was just a little gas. I mean, a gas bubble or something like that. You know, it happens.
Ed, why don't we get a new TV?
No. What kind of a TV are you talking about?
Well, look at that. I mean, even if we had a new black and white TV, it would be better than that. Look at
Black
that.
and white? When you can watch color TV? Not on your life.
Green.
It's emerald. You look at that, and you're seeing the emerald cities of America and of the world. You get up there, and you're up in the, and you're an astronaut, you know, and you're looking down at this stuff, and you see all the emerald cities spread out. That's the American dream, and that's what we're going for. A certain amount of hope involved.
Green.
Emerald.
Green.
That's the stuff America lives on, is hopes. The emerald cities that they built. They didn't have... What the hell happened now?
It went off.
No. Good night. continue to bless this house so that may we live in safety and without fear in the shadow of your in the shadow
of your wonder and glory.
What?
In the shadow of your wonder and glory.
Amen.
Amen.
Is someone you love, someone you hate.
Oh.
Have a drinking problem. There is something.
Amen.
Call the Care Unit. It's a professional hospital treatment program. A professional, it works. But you've got to call for help. Call the Care Unit.
Man, I gotta stop doing that.
What, drinking?
No, I mean wiping my mouth on my sleeve. It's piggish. It's churlish. Did I show you this?
How much did it cost?
50. Probably $50.
Only $50?
Yeah.
We could have got a brand new black and white TV for $50.
Now, wait a minute now. Listen to this.
I don't want to listen to it. Will you turn it off?
I can't turn it off. Yeah, oh, good Lord, I got another one now. There's another one. Look at that. We got, I think, 2 or 3 tunes. What's the matter?
You can hear what's going on.
Let's stop. What do they want?
Got regular?
What?
Got any regular gas?
Regular gas? Oh, no. not here. No. We only got super regular. I'm in there.
Got any regular?
What?
Regular?
Regular? Oh, no. Not a place like this. You want regular?
What do you got?
That's all.
That's all? Good.
Why don't you open it up? Huh?
What are you doing?
Don't do that. I almost pistol myself.
Take me with you.
Where? Why should I?
Please. Please take me.
Why should I?
Please, mister, I'll do anything.
San Francisco?
Yes, take me to San Francisco.
What are you going to do for me?
Anything you want.
Get ready, they're almost finished with the gas.
Watch out. the hell? What? Oh! Christ almighty! Oh! Oh! Oh my God! Oh! Yes!
I've had an insecure life.
At that party?
Well, I got to the party pretty late, and it was in progress, and there were a lot of people milling around.
Were you introduced to everybody?
Yes, the hostess is very nice and cordial.
Hey, Santa, where's your reindeer?
Kelly, what are you doing here?
I work here. What are you doing here?
Yeah, I know. Well, Dee took off for San Francisco. She's going to study acting there. And I don't see how I can handle the gas station or the cafe all by myself anymore.
So what are you going to do?
I'm going to come back to Trona. I'm going to see if they can put me back on the mills again.
Ed, look at this place. Look how it's changed. You mean you want to come back here and breathe that borax again?
What's wrong with that?
Oh, Ed. Do you need a place to stay?
Oh, thanks very much. No, I got something. City council put me up, you know, for this Christmas pageant in a hotel.
How about a cup of coffee anyway?
Sure, why not?
Good to see you again. Let's go get my stuff.
Sure looks different.
Coffee or something. Want to drive on over?
Sure, pal.
Okay. Listen, Ed. Did I ever tell you that I majored in drama in college? What do you think about that?
Don't tell me you're one of them queers.
Oh, Ed, listen. Everybody who goes to acting school isn't a homosexual. Now, don't let that bother you. What I did was, I won a scholarship for a part I played from the Caine Mutiny court-martial.
Caine Mutiny?
Lieutenant Greenwald was questioning. He starts out, Captain Queeg, tell us about the alleged incident with the stolen strawberries. That's a totally unfair question to ask me. Don't you understand? I took over a ship that was in need of discipline. The men had no respect for me. Captain Queeg, tell us about the incident where you steamed over your own tow line. That's another unfair question, don't you understand? I'm not the one who's on trial here. Lieutenant Merrick is on trial. I had nothing to do with that. Captain Queeg, tell us about your behavior during the typhoon when you were relieved. I'm not the one on trial. How can you keep asking me these questions? All of this was handled during the investigation.
Kelly.
I have a 13-year unblemished naval record.
Tired.
They were writing novels.
I'm a little bit tired now.
It was terrible.
I want to go to the motel and lay down.
Lay down? I never laid down. I never laid down on my job. I got that ship in shape.
Yeah.
I took care of business on that ship. The men had no respect. They were stealing food, writing novels. Okay, Ed. I'll see you later. Have a good day.
President Reagan seemed intent on trying to lower the temperature on some of the foreign policy issues set simmering or boiling in recent weeks by leaks and utterances from his administration. He said he didn't know about the idea of a nuclear warning shot that Secretary of State Haig has talked about, and his own reference to battlefield use of nuclear arms, he said, was meant to be hypothetical.
We have no plans for putting Americans in combat any place in the world.
So there is no Santa?
Not really.
Have you ever had your picture taken with Santa Claus?
When I was little, yes.
You sat on his lap?
It was just a person that dressed up in a suit, that's all.
One or two Poseidon submarines could destroy the Soviet Union as a realistic society. We have a total of 31 of those weapons, about 20 of which are on patrol at any time.
Listen, I want to ask you something about Santa Claus. Do you believe in Santa Claus?
I sure do.
You do? Does he still come to your house?
He does all the time.
He does? You were never disappointed?
No.
Did you hear that he was shot just 2 weeks ago?
No.
Right here in the corner, a man with a uniform on was shot to death.
You're kidding.
For 1 week after the explosion, you will have to abandon an area 33,000 square miles. For 1 month, you will have to abandon an area of 23,000 square miles. Therefore, the notion that you can have civil defense that will protect the population to a degree that will make it possible for them to survive in these areas is rather far-fetched.
My father's thinking of the argument he had today with the barber. I was getting my hair cut, and the barber said I had to part my hair on the left side or I wouldn't fit in with society. I said, right side. That's where I always parted my hair. And the barber just kept shaking his head back and forth. He said, you'll be sorry. He's not going to fit into society.
The MX missile itself is a very, very dangerous weapon from the point of view of our security and the security of the world. Because the MX missile system, the 200 missiles with 2,000 accurate warheads, is designed specifically to have the capability to threaten the entire Soviet ICBM force.
The word Christ mass, the economic world has taken it, the merchants are using it to take money from poor folks, rich folks, and middle class folks. One of the biggest tricks in this whole economy of America is Santa Claus. You can go into debt by buying things for your children. Look how they do it. And then by the time you come out of debt for Santa Claus, they got Easter Bunny on you. You see what I'm saying? It's a trick because the word devil means one thing, deceiver. Good evening. I'm very sorry to be late. First of all, I would like to thank the Trona Senior Citizens Club for inviting me again to be Santa Claus, as I've done for the last 20 years. And then I'd also like to thank the Trona ward of the, I've got a card here, of the Church of Jesus Christ of Latter-day Saints for opening their hearts and their doors so that we could use the auditorium. Now, the reason we asked you to come here, and there are not as many people as I hope, but we'll have more tonight, and you can perhaps pass the word on, tell them what we're doing. And so this time, see, I'll be arriving at the door there. See, I'm coming in, I'm driving the reindeer in the sleigh. And so you people will be back here and you'll come in, snorting, whoa, and then I go, whoa, thunder and blitzen, and so on and so forth, So that's exactly what we're rehearsing, This is a new part of the act. So that's what we're going to do. Now, the other thing is that, well, let's see. But do you want to kind of just practice snorting, and could you just tap your heels slightly? You don't have time to do that, but I guess that's where you're going to be the reindeer. Now, of course, I won't be dressed like this. See, I have pants, to put on, and then well, see the booties and everything like that, and beard, and a hairpiece that goes on like this, and then the belt, magnificent belt. This is a new thing that was donated to us by one of the service stations. I've forgotten their name right now. And then tonight, I'll just show you how it works. I'd like someone to come up and stick these eyebrows on, to come up tonight and then put these on, and then I guess that's what we're doing. Thank you for coming. Something. Boy.
Bought by sacrifice and dedication and courage.
Some of these things, and if they then start blaming their failures on us, which seems to me to be the likely way they'll go, realistically, I think what we have to watch out for As the more erosion occurs, the more there is likely to be some Soviet convulsion as they claim we are the fount of all problems and make some incalculable military errors that could be devastating. And I just wanted to follow that on as a little comment to that, and I'm sure you share that view. I think you touched a moment ago on what I think is the biggest single problem in dealing with the Soviets. They're almost monstrous, enormous paranoia.
Light on. Hold on. Hot on. Hold. Hot. Boy, are you stupid. What do you mean? You forgot all about the shower, the toilet. Okay. Toilet on. There, good. Well, you did everything right today, did you? What do you mean? You met Kelly? You had the courtesy, the decency to listen to him with one of his long, long stories. And then you told him what to do about the Santa Claus patch. You forgot one thing. What do you mean? What's going to do about Steve? What do you suggest? Don't you think you better go to San Francisco? No. Right off. Put it on. TV on. Man, what the hell? Hat on.
Last time you sat on Santa's lap?
Santa as a concept is sort of a general thing. My lover is my Santa. And I sit on his lap as often as possible.
In his view, even major cuts in defense will do little to trim the $91 billion deficit.
If you stop both carriers, if you stop the B-1, if you stop the MX, and if you cut out production of the tanks that we've been all this many years in development, all of those things the first year would save you less than $4.5 billion.
But that's just money to be spent in 1983. In the following years, billions more will be appropriated, and as Congress looks to the future, this is where they're likely to cut. The MX missile, $20 billion for intercontinental ballistic missiles that the administration has not yet figured out how to deploy or protect. The B-1 bomber, another $20 billion to pay for planes that in many ways duplicate the mission of cruise missiles, which is to penetrate enemy air defenses. 2 new aircraft carriers with support ships and planes, $20 to $30 billion. Critics say the carriers would be the first ships destroyed in a war with the Soviets. Weinberger says the U.S. desperately needs all of these weapons.
What would you do if I told you that Santa is dead?
What?
He was shot 2 weeks ago, right here on this very corner.
Well, that's because of the way the world is. People get desperate. They're going crazy. You can't even walk down the street.
Yo, the Santa Claus, he's dead. Man, he shot with a gun. He shot with the Santa Claus, he's dead.
Santa Claus is dead. Did you hear that?
Yeah, the Santa Claus, he's dead. Shot with a gun. Shot with the Santa Claus, he's dead.
Did you see this?
Yep. He's dead. Shot with the Claus, he's dead. You shot him.
He was shot.
Shot with a gun. Shot with a clown. Second Santa Claus, he's dead. You shot him with a gun.
What I think about him getting shot?
Yeah.
Well, I know it wasn't the will of God. He shouldn't have gotten shot. But you know, because the Bible said we should love one another, and whoever done, if they done that crime, I don't think it was, you know, the real thing, because we should love one another.
Does Santa Claus sort of represent love, do you think, as an image?
Well, it's something represent love maybe to children, you know, like that, but not to me, because I know there's not such thing as a Santa Claus.
No such thing as a Santa Claus?
No.
Not even symbolically?
No.
No.
I don't believe in it at all.
Did you hear that Santa was shot right here on the corner 2 weeks ago?
It wouldn't be surprising to me if he was.
He was what, sir?
If he was.
Was what, sir?
If he got shot, wouldn't be surprising to me. Because the turkey wasn't no good, no way.
What? That Santa wasn't no good?
I would see no serious objection to a man having this type of defense. I'd equivalate him to the man on the prairie schooner 100 years ago going to California and likely to run into rampant Indians on the range. He'd have been foolish if he didn't have a shotgun, a revolver, or a rifle with him, would he not? He wouldn't have considered that he was doing his duty to his family in those desperate circumstances. Perhaps the father of a family could make an analogous case out for himself, but I wouldn't want to decide that for the individual. I'd say let him take the general principles and apply them as best he can to his own circumstances.
The available evidence tells us
Anyway, my mom died. After Mom died, he broke the TV set. And then he got so lonely and empty, and just watching TV with those green pictures. Everything was all green. And then all I ever heard was him just drinking scotch and soda and ice cubes in the glass, and you couldn't even hear the TV. And then if he wasn't drinking, he was praying and turning the TV off. Oh, poor old man. He was gonna cook his breakfast for me. What? Probably gonna catch pneumonia or starve to death. Nobody cares about him. All the people in Toronto only like him to play Santa Claus. Oh, what did I do that for? He never hurt anybody. Because he hasn't got any hair. He drank a lot except he doesn't know how to take care of himself in the city of Toronto. He's gonna clean our house. And after that, night after night, all he'd ever do was watch Santa Claus TV. Everything was green. Started drinking drinks. Now he won't have anything to wear. And when he sleeps out in the backyard next to the coach, he's nice old hair. I burned his hat. Go out in the desert. Burned his Mexican hat. Now he's out there all alone. Oh my God, what's he gonna do without me?
Oh, take it easy. Take it easy. He'll be okay. You got your own life to live. Come on, let's get out of here.
Hey, who are you? Where in the hell am I? This is San Francisco. I want to find my daughter.
Oh, yeah, well, I just got out of prison. Maybe you and I might make a good team, huh?
Why's that?
I'm looking for somebody's daughter myself. I haven't had a woman in 3 years.
She's not your type.
Hey, Santa.
My daughter ran away. She burned up my Mexican hat, and she stole my melody calculator. Like that. That's where I gotta go. I'm trying to find her. Hey, I'm going to San Francisco. San Francisco or bust. Hey! You know, the thing is that I have to, my daughter ran off, you know, and she got mad at me because I had this color television set, and it started to turn green. So she wanted me to buy a black and white television set. I wouldn't do that for anything, you know. You got standards, you know, and you keep up your standards. So I went out and I guess I made a little bit of a mistake. I bought a melody calculator. She got mad. And so she burned my Mexican hat, stole the calculator. I'm going to San Francisco, hey! Right! And And so that's the way it is. She ran off with this guy, and I don't know who the hell he is. She never saw him before. Imagine that. Running off with someone you never seen before. Could you do that? Are we going to San Francisco this way?
Nice place, huh?
Yeah, but where are we going? What's the point of all this?
We're going up, buddy, up. What else could you
said
possibly
that San
ask for?
Francisco was down there.
This is America. Anybody can run. I can run for office if I want. You know, you think I'm going to waste my money? So what? Something I want to do. I mean, you know, it's not, you know, just all ambition and stuff. It's just something, you know, I mean, God, I can run. I can, you know, I could be governor.
Who do you think's going to vote for you?
Those guys.
Where are you coming from?
From Trona, Death Valley. Had a little cafe, and if my daughter hadn't run off so quick.
Oh, yeah. Hey, you like bologna and cheese?
Yeah, okay, sure.
Hey, you like mushrooms, huh?
Mushrooms. I was nursed on mushrooms.
You like mushrooms?
I love mushrooms.
All right.
God almighty.
Yeah.
Is that a mushroom?
Yep.
It's kind of dried up and shriveled, isn't
Yeah,
it?
it gives it more character,
Huh?
man. More character, you know what I mean?
You like it? How long you had those?
A while. Long enough for them to
man.
do their thing.
Listen, you said you're in prison,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Now, could I ask you a personal question? It's something personal to me, too. It means a lot to me.
Uh-huh.
Like, if you go to prison, how do you keep yourself from getting killed?
Aren't you hungry?
Well, sure, I'm going to eat, but I was just wondering, you know, I've always wondered, like, if you go into prison and you get in there, how do you know someone isn't going to stab you in the back? Read about it.
Well,
read about it all the time.
What it is, man, in prison, you kind of have to, you have to be an actor, you know what I mean? You either have to be an actor or you have to be a fucking animal, one of the two. If you're not an animal, then you have to be an actor. You sort of have to look a certain way. If you look a certain way, you're going to get by. That's all it takes.
Give me an example, for instance. Suppose I were there. How would I know what that look is? I mean, I never seen it.
Okay, I tell you what, turn around for a minute. Look over there.
Over here?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
And I'll get this look for you. I'll show you where it's at.
That wind feels nice, you know.
Okay, man.
Jesus Christ! What are you doing?
I say, man, you got to look a certain way.
Excuse me. Sir? Sirs? Do you have a preference in the November election? Yeah, my name's Lowell Dowling. You know, I certainly would appreciate your vote.
Hey, we got to go, man. We got to go see my wizard.
Now let's look ahead. I've seen the future, and I would like to see it with you. I believe that we should, in our school systems, implement a program based on this slogan: equal pay for equal brains. Age is no barrier. I asked this young girl if she was hired at a salary equivalent to her teacher's salaries, if she would be a good student. She said for $15,000 a year she'd do anything. The mother said that this would simply add to the burden of the taxpayer. I said no such thing. I'm going to get rid of taxes and replace them with incredible good luck. Plus, I will ban the year 1984 due to the mounting paranoia as a result of Orwell's book of that same title. I do intend to stop the space shuttle program. Let them come to us. If people from outer space want to holiday in California, let them buy their own tickets. From now on, it's BYO. We will develop the black holes in space as highway systems. The auto is a major contributor to air pollution. Yet the government insists on fining people when they park their cars. I will abolish parking tickets. When you park your cars, you will be rewarded, not fined. This is the end of the age of fossil fuels. Put your mind where your motor is. We will also bring an end to the age of disappointment. The government will not be a pillow for the people to cry on, a whipping boy for our miseries. We must, each one, learn to accept responsibilities for our own lives.
That goddamn dick doesn't even know how to wash a car. Look at this mess. Look, it's dirty. Oh well.
The reason we're in this nice barn in Berkeley is that I want to have these students here to watch what we do today. Is that okay with you?
Yeah, okay. I guess so.
It's really helpful to have other people around. I'm glad you brought a friend. Puts more energy into the session.
This is Ed from Death Valley.
Hi, Ed.
This is Frida.
How do you do?
How'd you happen to get here today? Too hot out there?
Well, I'm hunting for my daughter. She's in San Francisco. That's where I'm going, really.
Well, you're getting close.
And so this is my last hitchhike, I guess. I hope.
So how's I'm just going to do my regular thing with him, which involves hypnosis.
Right.
And you're welcome to be here and get in on it, maybe. How things been this week?
Pretty good, Frida. Pretty good. Everything's looking up.
Huh, good. Ready to go in the hypnotic state and see what else we can learn? Okay. I'll take your mask off.
You're doing better than I did. I couldn't get him to take it off. He was driving with it.
Well,
Scary.
he's moving in the direction of doing without it, aren't you?
Perhaps. I think maybe yes. Maybe not.
You really ready to go into hypnosis now?
I don't want to be burned at a stake or anything, though.
Well, you.
I don't want to be burned steak either.
I tell you, if you go to the stake and you're getting burned, I'll say just skip over that part. Tell me how it is afterwards. Okay? And all the people I've ever worked with, after they get through the death experience, it's really nice. You're up there floating around, seeing it all.
Okay, I think I'm ready.
Okay. Now, look into my eye for a little while. Yeah. You don't have to do anything really. I'm gonna do it now for a while. You can just do what I tell you to, and what you'll find is that you're good. You're tracking well. Follow the movement of my hand now. Look at my little fingernail, and just watch it. Now, as I touch the top of your head very slowly. Yeah, that's it. Now let them roll on back or do whatever they want to, and you relax. Just let go and sink way, way down. Now, as I put my hand on your shoulder, this shoulder, you go deeper, 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 deeper. You relax way, way down. Very, very deep. Just letting go. Letting go, and you feel waves of relaxation spreading over your body like that. Spreading over your body. And as those waves of relaxation spread over your body, your mind gets more and more quiet, into a state of consciousness in which you're able to remember vividly when you're wanting to put on your mask. That feeling that you have when you really want it, on, or someone is trying to get you to take it off, Feeling that same feeling. As I count from 1 to 10, let that feeling take you back. 1, 2, 3. The feeling itself. The feeling of wanting to cover your face. 4, of wanting to be hidden. 5, 6, it's taking you back through time. 7, nothing you need to do, you'll just be there. 8, 9, and as you arrive there, letting it emerge more and more vividly and clearly into your mind, you'll look around and see who you're with, what's being said, where you are. Look down at your feet, and you'll see what you're wearing. 10. Tell me, what's happening?
When I was around 3 or 4 years old, my mother couldn't tell a difference between my footsteps and my father's when I walked down the hall. He had a limp because he was a prisoner in Siberia in the First World War when he was a German soldier.
They have accidentally been perceived to have been doing so, and there have been an exchange of fire, and then perhaps those who inflicted the casualties sought to cover it up.
This is a portion of the President's statement.
Government's first duty is to protect the people.
My name is Dick. I'm living in a halfway house for ex-convicts in San Francisco. I'm painting a punkette with very intense green eyes and red hair. This room is about 4 times, 5 times, maybe 6 times bigger than a cell. So I'm living in grand style. That's all I have to say.
Hey, you don't have that sweet and low, do you? I mean, this coffee, man, is just,
Hey, man, you still taking that poison? I don't have any of that sweet and low. I mean, none of that saccharine stuff. You want to lose some weight?
Yeah.
You know, forget this diet stuff. You know what the word is?
What?
Exercise.
No.
Okay, you don't like to exercise, but get a load of this. This
Yeah?
is exactly what I'm talking about.
Okay.
Okay, we put out a book.
Yeah.
It says, fuck weight, enjoy yourself.
I like it.
You like that? You know,
I like
the
it.
deal is, it's like fat people, whether men or women.
Yeah.
They all are losing weight for one reason.
Yeah.
They want self-esteem, a little self-respect for themselves, you know? They want to get it on with their partner.
Sure.
That's what it's all about.
Yeah.
So we do a whole program of
Yeah.
exercises
Yeah.
where heterosexuals can exercise together
Yeah.
and lose some weight.
Yeah.
Fuck weight, enjoy yourself.
We could franchise
weird.
it, man. We could have set up a whole system and a whole network, man.
Right.
We could make some money.
Willie, I'm sorry
Excuse
to
me.
interrupt you, but it's getting kind of late. What if we just went with the mutants now?
What,
do you think?
Flipper's on first. Anybody from Flipper here?
No, they're not here
Where's,
yet.
where's Ted? Okay, we're having to run with, we're gonna have to run the mutants. Let's go get him.
Okay, let's go with the mutants.
Hey, we're mutants
are
up first.
Christmas special. We're going to start with the mutants first. Let's get the mutants on stage first, okay?
You didn't move so much to show me.
I'm not going to make a campaign speech here. This is a party. It's a benefit. I'm sure you're more interested in hearing the band than another politician. I will say that between now and the election, there will be something missing in the country. This country, that's going to be 1984. We are going to ban it. We're going to treat it like the 13th floor of a building. The people, it's our calendar, and we can take charge of it. When I become elected in 1985, after we got rid of 84, we're going to turn the United States of America into an international recreation park for the world. It's going to be like a Yosemite for the whole world. We're going to withdraw from NATO, withdraw from the United Nations. We're going to retire as a world power, and my immigration policy is charge $1.50 a day, parking, no fires, no littering.
As a matter of fact, I was just told that some people don't like the idea of particularly Indian people and Jewish people and black people don't like the idea of me telling their kids to be naughty or nice.
And I asked him if his book didn't really say that, yes, indeed, you could win a nuclear war. And he said, yes, of course. Now, General Graham was the former deputy CIA. He was the head of the Defense Intelligence Agency, and he's a top Reagan advisor.
The question that I'm going to address this afternoon seems a straightforward one. What will happen to San Francisco in the event of a specified nuclear attack? What will happen to its people? What will happen to its physical environment? What will happen to its biological environment? What will happen to its structure of medical care? Hiroshima was 12.5 to 15 kilotons. At 1 megaton on San Francisco or any other population center, we are trying to imagine 70 Hiroshima bombs all at once, all in one place. Let me turn first to the specifiable events. A single explosion, an airburst at 7,000 feet over downtown San Francisco in the fall, on a clear day, a working day, let's say a Monday, in dry weather, at about 3 o'clock. In short, let's say today, now, at this moment. That first circle, this is for 1 megaton airburst, remember, with a radius of about 1.5 miles, is an area in which the overpressures are 20 pounds per square inch, which will destroy everything. Winds are 500 miles an hour. Reinforced concrete and steel buildings of the strongest construction will either collapse totally or have all of their floors swept out from within the structure. The heat is such that most everybody will be either vaporized or killed by third-degree burns if indeed they're not killed by other trauma. Circle 2 with a radius of 3 miles has overpressures of 10 pounds per square inch, winds at 160 miles an hour, brick and wood frame houses destroyed, exposed people seriously burned.
your mother, your uncle, your friend, your neighbor, praise the Lord. Glory to God. Man has never seen in your life. If you want to see, you can see today. Glory to God, hallelujah. Those of you that are blind, want to see, you can see today. God has anointed me to pray for you. Glory to God. All you need to do is believe that you can see. And I tell you the work is done. Glory to God. Somebody says to you to hit the hard. You know why I'm hitting hard? Because I want to God. Thank the Lord. I'm working for God. There's nothing too hard for God to do. Praise the Lord. Glory to God. I know that God will be this good. Praise the Lord. God, I want you to come. Because the Lord, I don't want my mother to be in the convalescent home. Praise the Lord. The Lord, I'm not going to throw my mother away. God, I want you to hear her. Glory to God. Hallelujah. I say those of you that are blind, those of you crippled, want to walk. Get out of the way! Come on, fellas, keep that clear so we can get the hands in here. Come on. Please, keep it clear so we can get the hands back. Come on, guys. Open the door here. Get back. Get back. Why is that right here? How does that know?
So he's never going to die.
I hope not. No. I mean, he's a part of my tradition.
Now, if you could be Santa Claus, what would you say to me if you had like 10 seconds? Put this hat on and say something. Could you be a little Santa Claus for about 10 seconds?
Sure.
Oh, thank you. Okay, now, I don't know how good that looks. Okay, that looks pretty good. Right here, to the world.
Uh-huh.
Say something.
As Santa Claus?
Yeah.
Okay. I will always come to you, forever and ever.
But I don't want to put up with, I just can't handle this right now. I've got to go to a rehearsal. The whole band and everybody is over there, and I'm late right now. Why don't you hang out here for a few more minutes, and here's some, you know, you got some money. Go in there and have a hamburger or something, and, you know, take care of things, and I'll be back in just a little bit. I've got to go to this rehearsal, and got to get this thing done, so why don't you just hang out here, and I'll be back for you in just a little bit. Okay? You want anything more on that?
No, just Bill. Well, I guess the only thing I can say is the actress wouldn't finish the film, and I'm the director of the film, Rick Schmidt, and I'm filling in. That's it, Ted. Just cut the fucking tape off. Cut the camera off. Let's try it one more time. Okay.
Well, she went to New York for real to become a famous actress.
Oh.
And I'm filling in for her. I'm trying to shoot around her. So I had to kind of play a scene in the dress today, just to, you know, keep the film going. The most interesting thing, of course, is that the irony is that she actually left to do in real life what I was trying to have her do. And she would have experienced this fame, and I would have filmed it. That was part of the movie I was making.
Mm-hmm.
But I think instead the whole thing just sort of chased her off to make her own life.